This video will show you how I direct sowed 3 native plants. I sowed the seeds in November 2023 in Toronto, and the reveal of the results is from today, August 2024.
So I had put down seeds for spotted bee balm, hoary vervain, and butterfly milkweed. Now, last year, my direct sowing did not work out at all, and I actually had much better luck with winter sowing in enclosed containers, as well as sowing in open pots. This time, however, I'm a bit more confident in my direct sowing since I think I have a better plan this time. So let's start by looking at spotted bee balm. I think it's important to have an abundant seed source for direct sowing since germination rates can be pretty low. So use seeds that are free, and that way you have a lot of them. As you can see, I have an immense supply of seeds, so I'll be okay with losing most of them to birds or other wildlife or for whatever reason. My next suggestion is to clearly mark the spots where you're going to be direct sowing. Now, I've chosen to use rocks to indicate the 6 areas where these seeds are going. I also recommend that you use at least 500 seeds in each spot. Here, I'm letting the seeds just fall from the dried stem of spotted bee balm. And I'm going to do this in each of the 6 areas. And to make sure I have at least 500 seeds in each spot, I'm supplementing by adding even more seeds. So now I'm feeling pretty good about the quantities of seeds. And so my next step, which is optional, is to put some leaves over the bed and over these spots. I don't mind that the leaves block the sunlight a little bit.
So now for the reveal in August. Out of the 6 spots, 4 of them had at least 1 sprout. So I think that's pretty good. Since I have a good supply of spotted bee balm, I would probably direct sow bee balm again in the future. Now let's move on to hoary vervain.
For hoary vervain, I again want to use seeds that are free. I have a good supply from this mother plant, which you can see on the left. So I won't mind if 99% of these seeds do not end up germinating. I have marked 3 spots with rocks, so come spring, I won't get any sprouts mixed up with weeds or with other plants. I will certainly appreciate these designated areas in the spring since they're going to reduce confusion. And if you notice some potting soil with the white perlite in the marked areas, that's because I pulled out some potted Korean mint several weeks ago, so that's just leftover potting soil. My intention had been to plant anise hyssop there, but these 2 plants are easily mixed up. So now I want to put hoary vervain here via direct sowing. To help ensure I get good results, which for me means 3 hoary vervain plants, I'm putting at least 500 seeds in each area, just like I did with the spotted bee balm. And we'll see how this works in the spring.
Now let's reveal the hoary vervain results, not in the spring, but in August instead. Out of the 3 spots, none of them germinated at all. I got 0 plants. So I'm not going to direct sow hoary vervain in the future. Now let's see if we have better luck with butterfly milkweed.
Butterfly milkweed is the 3rd plant that I'm trying to direct sow. I have this plant in a few different flower beds, so I have hundreds of seeds that are free. I prepared the area by removing the old plants that were here before, but I did leave the violets because I think violets are a really nice ground cover. As for marking the area, rather than labeling individual spots, I instead cordoned off a larger area with some rocks, and I'm scattering seeds over the entire section. I'm adding at least 1,000 seeds, so a few handfuls, and I hope to get at least 4 milkweed plants in this area. I'm also adding leaves to the bed, even though they are going to block a bit of sunlight, mostly because I have tons of leaves on my lawn because of the neighbor's maple tree, and I just don't know what else to do with them.
Now it's August 2024. Let's see how well the direct sowing went. Firstly, I didn't remove the wild bergamot as well as I thought I did. It all came back, to my surprise, but I'm actually going to leave it there since behind this fence is an invasive plant called creeping bellflower, so I need to stuff this area with native plants. But let me show you the plentiful milkweed sprouts behind the wild bergamot. As you can see, there are several little sprouts, so I would call the direct sowing a success. So to conclude, 2 out of the 3 direct sowing experiments worked out well. Spotted bee balm and butterfly milkweed did really well, while the Hoary vervain did not germinate at all. So direct sowing is still not my favorite way of propagating plants. Winter sowing in plastic bottles is my preferred method right now. But direct sowing can work for you if you have tons of free seeds that you can take a risk on. What are your thoughts on direct sowing?